All right, yo, what's up, everybody? My name is Moira,
And I'm Akeem.
and this is the CPT podcast.
Culture, people, time. The phrase culture, people, time implies that people of color are always late and don't know what time it is.
But we about to show you what kind of time we on.
Gang, 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 gang.
We're getting better. We're getting better at that.
Yeah, word.
We're not
I didn't
getting
even
better.
have to look at my phone just
I
now.
didn't either. I was just like,
Yeah, word.
Line.
Who do we have today?
We have a very
our
special
first
guest.
guest.
We have a first guest. Our first guest.
The lady, our inaugural, like, yeah.
Have me all blushing.
Yeah, our first.
I'm popping y'all's cherry. Yay!
Can you like just be gentle, please?
I feel like it's prom night.
I know, right?
On a day, kind of nervous.
Kind of day. Kind of nervous.
We're gonna play like Sixpence None the Richer. Like, kiss me.
Oh my God.
Gentlemen,
No.
such a pleasure.
I can introduce Tessa, dog.
Yeah, all right. So Tessa, I've actually known Tessa for a number of years. As you guys know, I own an art magazine. It's called Quiet Lunch. And me and Tessa, we actually worked in the early days of Quiet Lunch. We did a whole photo shoot, everything.
So you saw Quiet Lunch from the ground up.
From the grounds up.
That's
Yeah,
love.
wow.
Yeah, I was
It's been
actually
like
in the first episode.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, you were the first one.
book.
Dude,
Yeah.
the first book, and now you're in the first episode
Yo,
of the podcast.
it's like fucking
Yo.
culture.
Oh my God. You did he did it on purpose.
He did that on purpose.
100%.
No, I did not.
He knew what he was
100%.
doing.
No,
That was
no,
like
I
a huge
didn't.
chess move. Yeah, that was
What?
a fucking chess move. Like,
Exactly. He was like, yo, watch. He was like, yo, watch this.
right. He was
No,
like,
I did not.
but damn.
I think you guys give me too much credit because I'm wearing glasses today. And these glasses are not real.
I just
yeah,
I just
of
know you're
course.
mischievous.
Yeah,
I'm
for
just
sure.
mischievous.
Yeah, right.
The mischievousness.
See all those charms he's wearing?
Yeah, I know. He needs a lot of protection.
Right.
He's doing a lot of
Scorpio
evil.
energy, Scorpio energy.
Yikes.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
All right.
So
Well-
Tessa, part of our ground rules for our podcast is we always like to check in with each other and ask how we're doing. How's your mental health this week? You let us
Word
know.
up.
You let us know. We'll start with you, please.
Yeah.
How's my mental health this week? It's been good. I mean, I've been in a state of rest and relaxation,
Awesome.
which I think is very important for us
Yeah.
these days, is that when your body tells you it's time to relax,
Mm-hmm.
you relax.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And in doing so, I'm able to this week process and be like, okay, these cycles don't work for me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I'm just listening to my body and myself and figuring out the next step.
I like that you really emphasize listening to yourself.
Oh
Because
yeah.
we're so, especially we were here in New York and we're just, stereotyped to always be on go. And that comes with a lot of self-neglect.
Mm-hmm.
And putting yourself first,
Is not
loving
a
yourself
priority.
first is not a priority.
Being
Exactly.
kind to yourself and then
Yeah.
also listening, yeah, too.
Exactly. That's
But just
amazing.
like a dash of confrontation.
Yeah. I'm like, I always have to last week, a week ago, I was doing like a project upstate. I was helping a florist.
Okay.
And I was doing a lot of physical work.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like my first time doing like physical labor in a long time. And I loved it.
Mm.
And my body was very tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the next, was it Monday? And I beat myself up. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do something. And I was like, bitch, lay the fuck down and
Word
watch a
up.
movie and
Word
relax
up.
yourself.
Word.
And I was like,
Yeah.
and for the rest of this week, do one task a day. And for the rest of the day, do whatever the fuck you want. Because
Yeah.
that's most important.
Dude, I was literally just saying that to somebody today. Like I was saying, if you set up goals for yourself in that day, and you don't meet those goals, just be kind enough to yourself to say, "Hey, all right, maybe you need to take some time today. That's okay. You could chill out. We're gonna try to get it tomorrow."
Definitely.
Exactly.
Forgiving yourself is a big part of self-love. We don't talk
Yeah.
about that enough. Because we are very hard. We're creatives.
You're right.
And we are our worst judges.
Whew.
We are our biggest critics.
Yeah, we're
And one thing we
and our
have
most
to...
ever executioners too.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Alliteration
Yeah.
aside.
You
You always...
alliterative arousal. It's terrible. But yeah.
But yeah, just taking the time out to actually forgive yourself. You know, give yourself more credit than you deserve. You know, like, oh, look, I was able to do this today, as opposed to I came up short.
Yeah.
You know, and that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. How's your mental health?
Yeah, how's your mental health? Let's go around the room.
Mine is I was feeling really good about how the month closed out. But you know, with my mom being in the hospital and certain things, you know, I just feel like my brain is attacking me again.
Yeah.
So it's all like, it's almost like, you know, when you like receive the gift of happiness, and then all of a sudden like it gets repoed and taken back to the store, and you're like, what the fuck? And like,
Yeah, definitely.
and then your brain is all like, oh, I didn't tell you that I leased it.
Right.
You know, like what? I thought that was paid for in full. What the fuck is going on here?
He was like, you thought only pain was temporary?
Yeah, man. But you know, I'm trying to fight through it. You know what I mean? So that's what's more important. I think I've been very mellow. I think I need like a day to recharge. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to listen to yourself when your body says like you need to stop.
Yeah.
Because if not, then you're gonna crash and burn.
Yeah, I just need a day to just like binge watch documentaries and eat my feelings, and I'll be good. I'll be good.
So what is you better put that on your calendar for this week.
I know, right?
Like right
binge
now.
watch,
Eat myself.
Yeah.
Eat myself to an emotional.
Eat myself to emotional state.
What about you, Moiram?
Wow, thank you. You know, I feel generally good this week. Coming off a tough week last week. Had a lot of obstacles in my way. Had a lot of like miscommunications with some family members and stuff like that, and they kind of put a damper on me for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You weren't feeling well at all.
I wasn't. I was very, very angry, and
you
someone
almost punched me in the face.
I did.
Ooh.
Yeah. Did I?
It happens, bro. It happens. At least you guys are family. You guys can get past it.
Oh no, we fight all the time.
I'm sure you do.
We fight all the time. Yeah, sometimes Akeem gets drunk and in the middle of the bar he'd be like, "Yo, dude, let's just start punching each other." And you know me.
He likes to spar.
Yeah, no, and I'm like, you outweigh me, but we'll do it.
I like that.
Not the face.
Not the face.
Not the moneymaker.
Right.
Aggressive physical contact is my love language.
Greco-Roman wrestling on concrete.
Just get greased up. But yeah.
But yeah,
This is the second person this week that's told me that they're that type of person.
Yeah, word.
And the other one was a female, and she was like, I like to spar. I was like, oh.
Yo, sparring is healthy.
What's up?
I come from a martial arts background, so like I'm used to my healthy dose of sparring. You know, I'm just waiting for Akeem to get his gear together so he can really whoop his ass.
Sounds like a challenge.
I love y'all.
I love y'all.
Yeah, but no, I'm
cute.
recovering, man. Everything is coming good. We have a new week. We have a new month. I got some nice goals for this month.
That's what's up.
Yeah, mostly involving health. Getting back into the
Yeah,
gym.
I was about to say, tell us one of those goals. Yeah.
Getting back into the gym, my brother. You know,
What's up?
I feel like my hiatus.
You know I'm not going to hang out with you if you look more attractive than I do, right?
So why are we hanging out now?
Oh,
Get
tiger
this money.
uppercut.
Get this money. You know, no.
That feels good.
I like the conversation.
I like that.
No, but yeah, I mean, I want to get back in shape. You know, I let myself hang a little bit too much. Got a little comfortable.
Yeah, word.
You know, so
You did
There's
get
nothing wrong with
really.
that.
huh?
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's not. But you know, I'm always very active. You know, like a very big part of my life. And you know, I took a trip out to Utah with the homies. We had a nice little reunion, and we played some basketball out there. And I was just like winded, dude. I was like, you know, even though you know, I still got the the ratchet still pop. You know what I mean? But
The ratchet still pop.
you know, that's a Hooper vernacular.
Tessa taking notes on that one. But yeah, so Tessa, before we start, having a little nice fun conversation, we want to get to know you, Tessa.
Getting to
Get to know.
Get into that's lovely. You see, you're such an actress.
Yeah, actually, aren't you like SAG? Aren't you part of the Screen Actors Guild?
So you two guys did some
AFT?
research.
We were digging.
AFTA?
We were digging.
AFTA
dash.
Well, I mean, you're also my friend. I pay attention.
Yes,
I pay
you
attention.
do. Yes, you do. I am SAG.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's like it's a blessing.
Yeah.
You guys want me to talk about myself now?
Yeah, you're here.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
Okay.
Look into the camera.
Hi. Hi, my name is Tessa.
There you go. Give us that radio
I
voice.
wrote my first play at 8 years old.
Wow, that's
Wow.
impressive.
Yeah, and it was
Amazing.
actually produced. So it was like, I remember having the actors coming for the auditions. I was like, will you guys kiss? And they were like, yeah, we'll kiss. I was like, all right, I'm going to have you guys kissing.
You were writing kissing plays at 8 years old?
Yeah, I was like, y'all gonna kiss?
Zach?
They're like,
You're the regular like Stanley Kubrick.
yeah, right, exactly.
Exactly.
Yo, it was crazy because not PBS, NPR heard about my play
Yeah.
and
Wow.
they had like a reading on the radio.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yo, that's awesome,
Yeah.
girl. What's up?
I never knew that
You
about
didn't, you didn't want to talk about yourself?
I just shy.
We've known each other for 7 years, and I never know because that's when we get together. I'm always talking about myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always like quiet
And-
bunch,
and-
quiet bunch.
And she's not pretentious.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll see you when you
That's why.
Ooh, circle back. Ooh, around. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I drink when I'm around him. I'll be like, yeah, sure, buddy.
Wow.
No. Damn.
Really discovering this episode of how much you guys don't like me. It's
Oh,
really-
yeah, I love
No, it's all
you.
out of love.
all
Enough
love.
about how you guys don't like me.
It's all
so,
So yeah.
so you're signed by a major cinematic studio by the age of 8.
Well, not a
Paramount for kids.
Like, right? You know what I'm saying? I was writing I wrote plays for like almost 6 years after that.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I was a part of this amazing organization called the 52nd Street Project
Okay.
in Hell's Kitchen. And they take inner city kids and they taught us how to write, produce.
I heard about that program.
plays.
Yeah.
It's absolutely changed my life.
Wow, that's
It
amazing.
was just such a blessing.
Isn't it crazy how, like, when we talk school and curriculums and all that, the first thing that they hit is the arts.
Yeah, it's
Right?
crazy.
Yeah.
And programs
And
like
programs,
that. You know,
yeah.
I went to a gifted and talented school in Jersey. You know, and their focus was the performing arts. You know, and I don't know where the fuck I would be without something so like. Taking me out of the box. Like I'm from a third world country. I live in poverty, bro. Like,
Right.
and I come to the U.S. and I'm watching Broadway shows. That shit is lit.
Art
That saved my life.
man.
That's what I was gonna
saved
say.
lives.
I was just gonna say that shit
Yeah.
saved my life, man. That and karate, but
You're right. Yo, I was in
Karate.
karate too. I was in karate.
nice.
Yeah, I took Okinawa karate.
Oh, Okinawa, I did Shorin Jiu Karate Do.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then I did judo and jiu-jitsu as well. Shout out East Coast Bushido. Y'all know how we give it up.
What up? Gang, gang, gang.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
fighting
know
you.
that
I'm not fighting you though.
one. Yeah, I'm not fighting you.
No, I'm
either.
retired. I'm retired.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
retired.
cool.
I'm
That's
retired.
cool.
I'm retired.
Until you need to be
Yeah.
retired.
Yeah, I have a son. And,
Yeah, I
and I'm
feel
a
you.
little up there in age, so I can't be running around doing the same.
Yeah, why would you? You
Yeah.
have things to lose.
Yeah, I got things to do. Yeah, things to lose.
Yeah.
That I have. You know
Yeah,
what?
things to
I had a very
lose.
long conversation. So I just recently got into script writing.
Mm.
So me and one of my boys, my man Ron, he's known as Shaq. So he had a series called Started from Scratch. We were supposed to do like 4 years ago, and it didn't come to fruition. He went on his own. He started studying. He got his stuff together, and he was like, "Yo, Mo, I want to do this." And then he approached me with it, and I was like, "All right, bro, we're gonna do it." And then we just been writing, we've been shooting, we've been directing.
That's what's up.
Nice.
Like guerrilla
If you
style.
need anybody.
Oh, listen, we
You know
gon'
what I'm
we gonna connect.
I mean,
Exactly.
we
Dude,
gonna
there's nothing but film industry people. I feel like, I'm the only one over
Hello.
Oh,
He's got the official
exactly.
hat. You
Oh,
can't. There's
let's go.
certain hats in the industry you
by the
can't
way-
get
by
unless
the
you
way,
like are,
lit.
you know.
By the way, in case you guys didn't know, CPT is usually filmed in front of a live studio audience. And we do,
the best
and you can
audience
tell
right
I'm from
now.
New York because I said audience.
Right, audience.
audience.
How else are you supposed to say it?
Exactly, right? I speak New York, yes.
We're all three true
True
Yorkers.
Yorkers.
True, four
Four.
U's. Yeah, four
Oh,
true
hey.
Yorkers. Tessa, where you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Bucktown.
Bucktown,
Side, Flatbush.
Yo, shout out to
But
all my Brooklyn
I know somebody's gonna be
homies,
like, but you
man.
live in the city. Yeah, but I'm always in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my family's always is in Brooklyn.
Yeah, your borough never leaves you. I'm from
You're
Queens.
never right.
I'm
You
from
know what I'm
Queens.
saying?
Bronx
Yeah,
over
right.
here.
Like,
Yeah.
We got the tri-borough, South Borough, always.
Alex, by the way, and today in the audience we have Alex Hacker, who happens to be a screenwriter. Alex, where are you from?
I'm from Manhattan. My dad's from Brooklyn. Grandma's from the Bronx.
Oh wow, there we
Oh,
go.
So
wow.
he'll
You
try
got, like,
borough, baby.
There you go, Triborough,
Wow,
baby.
you're
Nah,
like
man.
second generation New Yorker.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's nice. Like he's like, you know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool. I
But
like that
Tessa,
look.
let's get back to
Okay,
you.
all right.
So
We want to
after-
hear more.
You want to hear more?
So after,
So after. Let's see what I'm gonna tell you. I'm so excited.
oh my God, you guys are so silly.
I love the vibes.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so after you've been writing plays for about 6 years after that. So you were a child prodigy.
I was a child prodigy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that sounds crazy to say.
Yeah.
But I
I
feel
wasn't
as
being
if,
facetious when I said that.
yeah, I do feel as if there was like I'm very grateful for my mother and my father, especially my mother for putting me in the right place. Because I was born in Brooklyn, and people are like, "How can you remember what it was like?" And it's like, "Nah, damn, I do kind of really do remember what it was like that period of time." And my mom made sure to have me in the libraries, in the museums, in the programs, because I was fortunate enough to be a city kid with access to those things, and a mother who's like, I'm gonna make sure that you are just like in it and not on the block.
Yeah.
But in the same
You don't wanna
caveat,
be-
she didn't
you don't
want
wanna
me,
be Jenny from the block.
right, she was like, nope, we are not doing that.
Exactly.
But she also didn't want me to be a part of the industry.
Yeah.
So like when I was in my as a young girl, I was getting auditions and stuff. She was like, "No, I don't want you doing this."
She said, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Was there a reason for that?
She just didn't want me to be a part of that monster, that machine. She
Yeah.
saw it.
It can be very psychologically
Yeah.
abusive, especially when your brain is just forming. Like,
I mean, it's hard.
Exactly.
It's also hard for women. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
it's very like predatory. You know, when you're
Exactly.
coming
Although I
up,
could have
you know?
easily seen you in like Kindergarten Cop or something like
Right.
that. To hell with Amanda Seals, put Tessa in there.
Right.
Take-
Who knows? I mean,
take
I probably was in competition. No,
Right?
no love, no
No,
shade or anything like that.
We just joking. We just
It's
joking.
just joking.
Black Twitter will come for us.
Right? I love you, girl. You know that.
We love-
You saw me in your special. You know what I'm saying?
Actually-
They're like, bitch, you know how to laugh? I was like, yeah. They're like, sit right here, and everywhere you see me. I was mad lit that day. I didn't even know I was going to the show.
I'd be the perfect one for that because I have a very loud laugh, and
Word.
my laugh
Yeah.
is very unique. It like transcends space and time.
It's-
So like, yeah, I'll be perfect.
Wow.
I'll be perfect. If you do a comedy, just stand me right in the front. I'm like, Tessa's killing it.
Right. People be like, yo, bitch, I saw you laughing. That shit made me laugh. I was like, word, me too.
Yo, isn't that the most awkward compliment?
It
I get that all the time.
is.
Yo, Mo, your laugh makes me laugh. And I'm just like, are you making fun of me, my nigga?
I mean, I guess growing up, I used to make fun of myself so much because I've always been awkward that
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, we're laughing together, and then stop because you're hurting my feelings.
So your mother didn't want you to get into the industry.
She didn't want me to do it. She want, she's I'm West Indian, so it's like you have to be a lawyer, doctor,
Rep your flag.
architect.
Rep your flag.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Bra, pa, 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 pa,
Vinci.
pa.
Trinidad over here.
You know what I'm saying?
Big DR, big DR
You know what I'm
over
saying?
here.
West Indian vibes.
West Indian all day. Yo, it's funny because we have that same struggle because our parents really want us to be something that they feel is very American.
Exactly.
Doctor,
Right,
lawyer, you know what I'm saying?
came
World
here to-
lucrative.
Exactly.
Right.
To be a creative, they're like, what the fuck
fuck?
is
Yeah.
that?
And I'm like, yo, you put me in this field. What do you want me to do?
Not only did you put me in this field, but I fucking shine. in this
Right.
motherfucker.
I'm over here
Yeah.
having you laugh
When you're
on the
actually
train.
good at it,
Right.
too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're like, that's all good, that's great.
That's
but
great.
nursing school's coming.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm
You
not
know
doing
what I mean?
that. So I was a rebel.
Yeah, I got big respect for it.
And tell us more about your rebellion in regards to being a creative.
That's for the paid-for TV movies. So we're gonna skip over all of that stuff and go straight back to the career.
I see Alex over there. He's about to buy the rights to that. He's like, I'm gonna make you stop.
I'll make it.
Oh, he got his checkbook out.
Oh, yeah, let's see the wad. It's not a black card.
The black card.
That's
Yo,
not it. Where's that?
chill, we like.
But you have multiple layers to your creativity.
Yeah.
Now that we've known some of your origin,
Yeah.
You got to do that. You got to do that in Living Color joint. You're a stylist, a muse,
Right.
a lawyer.
All of them.
All of them.
What day?
You sound like the sheriff from Shatas. Extortion and all types of fuckery.
And all extortion and all types of fuckery.
That's my favorite line out that whole movie, yo.
So, Tessa, for the people,
Yeah.
run down exactly everything that you do. And, you know,
She's like, I'm
because
tired of
they say,
talking to
they say a
myself.
jack of trades and a master of none, but she's definitely not that.
No,
She's-
no, definitely.
I think that terminology came out from people who just know how to do simple stuff.
Exactly.
And they just were like, they're like, why do you know how to do all this stuff? It's like, I don't know. God told me that I could do this.
Exactly, word.
So I'm gonna put my hand and my brain to work. I'm gonna take action.
I like
and
to
I'm gonna
use the
do
word
that.
multifaceted.
Yeah, me too. I
Exactly.
am multifaceted.
I bet you
So,
do
yeah.
like that word multifaceted.
That does sound a little hot.
That does.
No, the way you said it. Oh, I like that word multi.
It rolls off the tongue, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
Giggity.
But yeah, so Tessa, you're an actress. You are a
I guess.
playwright.
A playwright. I dabbled in styling, vintage styling. What else? Damn. I've worked in nutrition. A lot of people don't know that. I
Oh,
worked.
wow,
I had a
yeah.
background in nutrition. I was an advocate. I was worked with a midwife before.
Oh, you've been doing that all right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I worked
feel
in
like
corporate
you're a
America.
woman for the world.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so like when I came out, when you met me, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm Afroista, the people's muse.
Yeah.
It's because really and realistically, hi.
What's up?
I can really consider myself a muse. When I got out of high school, I just was in a relationship and I was just always with the artist, always helping support the arts.
yeah.
You know, I figured if I can't be an actress, I mean, I did off Broadway for a little bit, but I never pursued the career, right?
Gotcha.
So I was always supporting behind the scenes for the artists in my life, the men in my life, right?
Yeah.
And I was a mom. Ooh, plot twist. We're not going to talk about that either.
You're a power
And
mom.
yeah, we don't talk
No,
about
that's
those
good.
stuff.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I like to keep those things private.
As you should.
Oh, look
You
at-
know?
As you should.
Yeah.
Douchey in the house. What's up, girl? What's up? We got
What's
Shelly
up?
came in here. Shelly's another
Yeah.
actress. She's from She's from Curacao.
The live,
You know what I mean?
live studio audience is growing.
It's
Look at
growing.
that, look at
yeah,
that.
She's awesome. She's very talented, and she keeps me on point with my stuff. She'd be like, "Morning, what are you doing? You should self-tape for this. You should do this." And I'd be like, "You're right."
I need you in my life.
So we were talking a little bit about this episode, what we were going to talk about,
Yeah.
right? And cuffing season is right around the corner.
Oh, we stop dead about my career and talk about men.
Man,
Cuffing season.
how is that?
What's going on right now? I was just starting to get vulnerable and talk about me, and then you want to talk about cuffing other people.
I think. Hold on, because I actually want to know a little bit more. Then we're gonna move to that.
I know you want to hear. Yeah, let's.
No, because you said you wanted to keep your stuff private, so I said, "Cool, we're gonna ease you into it." We're gonna ease you into it. You know.
How far can we?
How far can we go?
dig?
Right?
How far can we dig?
Exactly.
But in
Let me
terms,
take a sip of something.
yeah,
Yeah, girl, you
but
did,
just so we can wrap it up in a
It's
nice
just
little
water.
bow, because like you being going through that transition and always being there for the artists and supporting other people, and you coming into your own light.
Yeah, as a
And, yeah.
creative. Yes.
And where are you now? If you could update us on the
I
Tessa saga.
Right. It's the chronicles of.
The Chronicles. Here we go. Tyler Perry, hook it up.
Listen,
Got a lot of talent up here. Tyler.
listen. If the content, let me stop. Right now, after the reset, I feel like I'm in a space now to create. You
Yeah.
know, and I'm working diligently and being gentle on myself to create content, I guess, as well as merchandise.
That's
you
what's
know?
up. How did the
I like that you called it the reset because I view
Yeah.
it the same.
Yeah.
the Great Reset?
It was a reset.
It is, and it gives. And one of the things that I agree with is taking things into your own hands and making your own content, because you know, one thing that you know, as a creative, especially being West Indian and all that, we have a lot of great stories that just aren't being told, and when someone else tells our stories, we get mad, but it's like, why are we not doing that?
Well, you know, the opportunities sometimes are not even available to us, and the people who are getting opportunities may be squandering the door for us to even get the the chance to
for sure
speak. But we do have to in this set come together and create our own and that type of stuff.
We gotta. So Issa Rae said something very dope. You know, we're always thinking about networking up. We're always looking up. We're always looking up, but we're never networking across. You know, just us gathering here. Look how beautiful it is. Look at the talent we got in the room.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Just like,
you know, each one reach one, baby. Teach one.
Each one reach one, teach one.
It's very true. And I think it's because there's a lot of fear around people sharing their ideas. I mean, I've been in the art game for a minute, I could say, honestly, and I've seen so many people being cutthroat with each other that it's hard to want to create content with other people because everyone's egos get in the way.
For sure. Yeah, the crabs in the bucket mentality really does show its head.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's like, bro, you know,
insanity. It's insanity.
Exactly, and it literally is more than enough for all of us out here.
So much.
You know what I'm saying?
So much.
We got to trailblaze again. You know,
I'm ready. You guys ready? Let's go. If you know what my last name was, you would be like, oh, bitch. Yeah, we got to follow her.
But all right. So I guess we can.
Let's segue. Cuffing season. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Cuffing season coming up.
Let's talk about that.
There's going to be a whole lot of pimping and simping going on. Pimping and simping.
Pimping and simping.
Pimping and simping.
You know, it's funny. I was at my cousin. He just recently got married this past weekend. And my brother was like, yo.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Angel. Man, you did it. You did it, baby.
Yay.
They had a nice little beautiful ceremony and reception. We had the reception. I was dressed kind of jiggy. My brother's like, look, man, this pimping was easy. Everybody would do it. But simping is easy and everybody is doing it.
You know, people might say simping ain't easy, but simping is kind of easy. Okay, so for people who do not know what the term simping means,
Alex loves this.
Tell me, please.
Who doesn't know? It's an internet term, and it's short. It derives from simpleton.
Yes.
And it's basically anyone who's trying to perform excessive acts in order to garner this person's favor.
Yes. And sometimes not even reaping any rewards. So it's you're doing all this for what?
Nothing.
For what, my guy?
What you doing this for?
It's what the boomers and Gen Xers would call tricking or
Tricking.
trick.
Oh, thanks for the
Intergenerational.
Bridging the gap.
You know what I'm saying?
Bridging the gap, Hermie.
So we were talking about that because usually, the biggest simps are men.
Yeah,
for the most,
true.
from what we know of, where it's always us.
I don't think that's true.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I don't know, man, because Erykah Badu got Tyrone.
Yeah,
she was talking about simping.
Exactly.
You couldn't use her girlfriend phone though. Know what I mean?
But she was definitely. I think that a lot of women be simping on the low.
Word.
Yeah. What are simping symptoms?
Simping symptoms
for women. Simping symptoms for women. Shelly, have you ever simped?
Wait.
She pleads the fifth.
That's the only English she speaks.
Right.
She said no. She said no habla.
No habla.
But yeah.
But I don't speak Spanish either, so don't ask me any questions.
You know I don't speak Spanish.
But yeah.
I mean, of course I've simped for people. I'd be like,
talk to him.
I'll be lying out my fucking ass if I would be like, no, me. Get the fuck out of here.
What did you do that you felt was simping?
I think, let's see. What have I done? I'm going through the checklist because there's certain things that you're just gonna be like, I'm not gonna share that.
I did buy that slice of pizza.
Right. I did. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
I thought that maybe
I let him stay over for 2 weeks without paying rent.
Right. Yeah. Motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, I've done that before.
We've all done that.
We've
before.
all done that before, you know what I'm saying? But I think if I was to put myself in this digital world of how people are acting these days, I think what people are doing probably like sending photographs thinking that they're gonna get something back from them.
Is that simping?
I don't know. I mean, I think that's like for me personally.
Yeah.
But
hold on, that's a good point because she says for her, I think people have their own definition and degree. According, it's like very relative. Your level of simping.
Yeah,
you know, like
it sounds like an excuse that you're gonna make to yourself. But go ahead.
I don't know, because what might be simping to me might not be simping to you. Like what Lil Wayne say, it ain't tricking if you got it. It might be ain't simping.
Yeah,
if you got it, like you know, like
yeah. But if the end result is you not getting the favor that you want, it eventually becomes simping.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of simping is
imagine
that
if you're like giving a man an energy, like you're texting all this conversation. That's time and energy. You can never get that back.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Simping your time, energy, and love.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you like doing a little doot. I mean, I don't. You're like little like they're like send me a photo. You're like I don't really do this.
That is the worst lie ever. Every time they say that, I'm like, all I think is, they say they don't usually do, but they usually do.
Alex,
you ever caught yourself simping, Alex?
I'm gonna lie.
No.
I breathe air.
Right? Exactly. But I think people are so sensitive.
Yeah. People just won't admit it. Like, we all got caught.
So what do you consider simping then?
One time, all right, this is like, I think one of my first actual simping moments. And it was in college. I went out with some friends, you know? And I was like, all right, cool. We're having a good time. Seeing this nice little girl. I was like, yo, what's up, girl? She was like, yo, what's up, boy? I was like, all right, cool. I got a little rhythm. And I pulled the trigger too fast. Yo, let me buy you a drink. She was like, sure. And I bought her a drink. She goes, yeah, can you buy my homegirl drink? I was like, sure. Bow. And then next thing you know, they turned around and left.
Oh, wow.
And I was there like,
that's one-on-one, like, you know, that's kind of,
That was my first moment. I was just like, damn, I got. This shit sucks.
Luckily, I've always been too broke to do that.
I feel so out of the loop. I'm taking it on a whole different level. Like, you're talking about little tokens, like taking some guy out for lunch. See, like, you're shaking your head over there. Like, what do you mean? You shake your head no? Like,
I'm starting slow.
Oh, you started slow. Oh, that was like your basics. Oh,
yeah. That was my first moment. It gets worse.
So we agree that simping doesn't have a gender because, you know, Tessa pointed that out. Like,
and that was beautiful that she said that because I was under the impression it was like, you know, most of us guys is that's just our trait to simp. Because
I mean, haven't you like heard of like a guy getting like an outfit from? I've bought in people outfits before and like gotten nothing in return from it.
I remember.
You know?
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah,
I remember I got a pair of Jordans.
Right, what you get for
and she wanted me to sleep with
Carolina
them.
Baby Blues.
No. They were I forgot what number, but they were. I think they were like the black and red joints.
They were trash because you don't remember them.
No, I forget because I'm not like a Jordan person.
The Bread 11s.
I'm not. I think so. Yeah. I'm not a Jordan person.
Black patent leather with the red on the bottom.
But I'm probably gonna get in trouble for telling this story.
I'm like, you shouldn't be talking about the sneaker because then people are gonna know exactly who the hell you're talking about.
I don't know. All I know is that the person bought me the sneakers and then immediately touched my penis. And I was like,
the roles were reversed for the first time in your life.
What's going on here? Am I supposed to?
Yes.
Perform, nigga. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not about to curse on this show, right?
Yeah, curse.
Are you indicating that you want me to try them on? Like, will you?
She was like, yeah, have sex with me with them on.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean,
yes,
I can't imagine.
Yeah, you're mad ungrateful, Hakeem.
She wanted to see if you could perform without bending the toe.
Without creasing?
I want to see what type of man you are.
Yeah.
Put your both feet down, 10 toes down.
He looked at the gift horse in the mouth.
All right. So, Moy, you've obviously you've gotten for your drink money, got for your drink tickets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never, I just want to
Lincoln-
clarify,
Lincoln
I've
and
never
Washington.
gotten got for sending any photographs for anybody because based on their things,
Yeah.
I personally have never gotten got for that. I'm pretty
I
sure
hope you
there's
never do.
women.
I hope you never
No,
do.
get the fuck
First-
out of here. Like I have much more respect for myself.
Before we do that though, like yo, if you send photos, someone gives you like that intimacy or sending a photo, yo, don't wild out. Y'all
No,
stop
yeah.
messing with each other.
Ooh.
Delete
Also,
them.
don't
Yeah,
also
I think that's so disrespectful.
Also, don't
That is-
recycle your nudes.
Oh, yo, don't.
I'm saying.
Yo, honestly,
It's a new picture per.
Yo,
It's
no.
right. It's a respective energy.
If-
like you're in
listen,
a different
high pressure.
energetic
Listen,
space.
if I'm
and
asking
you want to give them
look,
like that new energy.
you asking me for a picture, and I'm like, you know what? I bet I don't usually do this, but you know what? Bow, hold that, and you give me some recycled shit. It's over.
Well,
it's
hold
over.
on.
It's over.
All jokes aside, and this is an entertaining tangent, but all jokes aside, I do not mind strategic nudes. Like, listen, sometimes you don't got time
You know,
to get the right lighting and do all that. Sometimes you gotta have them on deck.
you know what I sound like, right?
Yeah.
Simping.
You gotta have them on deck.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm talking about.
If you-
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking
I know you're
about.
busy.
So if men are doing it, if you have recycled news, then you know these girls out here are doing the same thing.
Exactly.
No, they
I
wrote
think
the book.
I think-
They
Girls
did,
wrote
but
the book on this.
They
Yeah,
wrote the
I
book, but
take
there's
a
a lot
dick
of people
pic
that are
every
failing
morning.
that book as well.
Yeah, well,
There's a
a lot
lot
of people
of
don't
them.
read.
Like, what's gonna happen in October with these OnlyFans? Like, what's gonna happen?
Oh
to
no,
them?
they're
No,
back.
they
They're
took
back.
it back.
They
They're
got
back.
it.
They took it
Oh,
back.
pussy
They're back.
power.
They're back.
Yay.
They're back. Oh
Pussy
yeah,
power.
half
Yeah.
that content would have been out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, what?
But I personally, I try to take a dick pic every morning because you never know.
So you got one in the tuck?
Well, yeah, you got one in the time. Or if I happen to have the right erection, I'm all like, yo, son, this is worth taking a picture of. I go put this in the library, put this in the stash, and then when it's requested, I'll be like, boom, got you.
Nah, man.
So are women requesting pictures of your dick?
Yeah, women
Yeah, you never
request
been in a
dick pics.
relationship before? Or like,
I mean, I'm just not that type of person to be like, yo, send me your dick.
I thought so either, but these girls be like, yo, son, let me see what you work. And I'm like,
Everyone-
you know what's funny? I'm like, yo, I can't right now. I'm outside. Go to the bathroom.
You know
wanna
why
see
they're
it.
asking you though? So they could send it to their girl chat. I would just.
Oh, that's why I got to make sure that I got the right. Like Alex, you got to help me out next time.
I'll do some tasteful lighting.
Yeah, and I want you to write the treatment for my dick pic. I'll need the treatment
He's
for
saying-
my
my
dick pic.
He's saying-
goodness.
For yonder beaver.
He's saying
But,
take the picture for him. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
He's like, can you take that pic for me? I just gotta.
But yeah. But we should
I get
actually
myself
we should actually cover that in the future episodes. The nudes, like everything.
Like the-
but there's a heavy stigma against dick pics. But we're gonna save that for a future episode.
Unsolicited.
Unsolicited.
Because dudes be acting
I
stupid.
mean, women even say that they don't request them. They be like, "Why would I want a dick pic?"
Exactly. If
Send me
she
a
doesn't
picture-
request,
send me a
don't
picture of your
send.
hands.
It's very
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
I've
If
They
had
it's
have
a
to
couple of
like
those,
hand
I'm like, the
pictures.
fuck?
Send them a picture of your hand.
they actually,
Yo,
that's a real
that's
thing.
a good one.
That's a real thing.
That's a really good one. Can
exactly.
we start that trend, fellas? Can
Yep.
we start sending photographs
Yep.
of our hands to women?
You guys-
I'm gonna
especially if they're
start
veiny.
doing that.
You
Yes,
got a
I'm gonna
little
be like,
vein?
yo, let me see your hands, boo.
me
Let
see
me
them
see
clean
those
cuticles.
hands. See those hands.
Let me see them clean cuticles. Yo, you got some nice cuticles, God.
Put it on a pillow, please.
Yeah, word. You gotta have nice nail beds and stuff.
Yeah, let me
you
see
know
your
what I mean?
nail beds.
That's a
You
fact.
do have nice nail beds.
You know I'm out here. You know.
She said, you know, I'm out here. I'm out here.
Both of you, okay, both of you guys got nice nail beds.
Thank you.
Okay.
We trying. We
All
trying.
right,
yeah,
I
yeah,
see you
yeah.
guys.
Little bit.
Maybe he was born with
Right.
it.
He was so good.
So all right. So let's go back to the drink. Moy, we had this question. We had this conversation before. Would you pay for a woman to get their body done?
You know what? I would. I would.
'Cause that's the ultimate simping. Like they be
Well, that's a whole.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
right.
that's a
getting
whole.
boobs and
Yeah,
breasts. out of
listen.
women.
I've seen like this woman, and she was walking in the mall with her like.
Faja.
That's what they call it?
Yeah.
Like right after surgery.
It's like bodega. How like we adopted bodega. The faja is
The
that
faja,
wrap.
yeah.
So it's a faja.
And she was like,
Yeah. So did you
and
hear,
he looked like he was like, yeah, that's me.
did you hear about that flight where there was probably like 16 chicks, like 13 to 16, all in wheelchairs because they came back from DR because they all got their body done?
I mean,
How do they
isn't
sit
it-
on the?
isn't it-
I
They
don't know.
don't. They don't.
Are they like this the whole flight? like that small. Can I have some more saltines? There's turbulence. You assholes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Did
I look like I have a cock. You guys can't see it, but I'm just so conscious.
You'll be all right. Don't worry about
I
it.
have big balls. I've been told. Like,
Oh, you got big cojones, man.
I got big cojones,
Hey.
baby. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some big cojones. If you're from
To be in New
City.
York, you need
got
big
them big
cojones.
cojones.
But Moy, would you?
Yeah, if she was my wife, I would. I feel like something I would
She's
do for
your
my
wife.
wife.
Now, if she like, would it be because you wanted it? Like, would you be like, yo, babes, we married now, so this is what I want for you? Or would it be like, if she wanted to do it, you would support her?
It would 100% be solely based on her. Because if she's my wife already, obviously I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm a natural bodies guy. I really. But
Yeah,
honestly, I'm choice. Because like I dated girls with it, I dated girls without it.
So how is it like dating a girl with like a fake body?
Depending on what year they got it.
right.
Because
That's very important.
Man,
Is it, first of all, is it rubber cement or is it actual done?
the scarring.
Did you
Scarring
it's
and
the scarring,
stuff.
the cutting and into the
So
body.
like exactly. So like if you got it like real like when it first started coming, they were just chopping you up.
Exactly.
You get a little bit more resource, a little bit more cleaner. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever the girl wants to do though, as long as she's cool. But you know,
No,
that
get back to how did it feel like to be with somebody with a fake body? How does that feel?
I mean, pussy ain't fake.
and that's what they've been saying in the songs. They say, well, the pussy's real.
I
So I
mean,
guess that what matters.
they got labiaplasty and all that stuff. Would you pay for a woman's labiaplasty?
That's true. I mean, if our child fuck her shit up,
Yeah.
like where it doesn't look the same, like it's like got the Sylvester Stallone going.
If it tears the club up like 3-6 Mafia?
It tears the club up. Ah man, I mean, if she got the Sly Stone going on,
Yeah.
damn, look,
Wow,
look,
this nigga said slide
He'll
stone.
be like,
Look.
you know what, baby? I love you. But
Listen.
I just want to help support you.
this is how much I love you.
Also, I think for me,
Would you do it? Would you do it?
Would I pay for a woman's body?
Yeah.
It depends. It depends on what's the reason, and I don't mean to like act like I have control or like whatever, but if she's doing it for like psychological reasons, and you could tell like she's gonna be insatiable, because I don't know, it's certain reasons why you get that, cosmetically. Sometimes it's to improve your mental health too, especially when you're insecure, to deal with constant chronic insecurity about something that may be deformed or maybe something that you don't like the way it is. That's different. I'll do that. But if you're just looking to just do it to be a content creator on the gram, I'll be like,
Well, don't you think that's
You
also a symptom of being insecure?
yeah.
A lot of it is insecurity.
Also,
Yeah.
A lot of it,
A lot of it.
and a lot of women they just
you think so?
Yeah.
oh no, for sure.
I feel so.
And then, but a lot of
Yeah.
women also they feel like they're not happy with themselves, and they feel like this is a way to do that,
Yeah.
and they relish in that. Like, yo, nah, I look good now.
Yeah,
so
I
like you
look better
said,
than
it
before.
improves their mental health. Like, nah, I look good.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did it so I could look good.
Exactly.
You don't do that to look whack. You do it to look good.
Exactly.
Unless you go to a doctor and then they blot you and then you're fucked.
Yeah, because there's also like the stigma, right?
I'm
the,
just saying.
the
though.
stigma, and amongst especially people of color, the women that you see doing that, they're obviously not like working at Walgreens.
Well,
they're actually trying to.
I actually know some women who have gotten work done, and you would never be able to tell, and they look beautiful, and it would just enhance their natural beauty. It wasn't something like where they got work. Like, I think we're talking about people who get work done to get work done.
Excessive.
Excessive.
Yeah,
We're,
and then
we're
the-
definitely talking
and
about
then-
excessive.
Yeah,
Not
and
talking
then
about like the
people,
Mary Magdalene.
Yeah,
and
who
Word. Well, Tessa, would you get your body done? Would you ever think about that?
I thought about it when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely crossed my mind, especially when it was the thing to do, and I But then I thought about when I get older, and I have these things in my body.
Exactly.
What am
Or
I gonna do?
when you're on the plane and you're a high altitude and one of
Yeah.
your
And that
hearts
shit
pops.
just.
I just thought about what would be the long-term side effects. I think when I make moves in life, I'm always thinking about the future, like what's the legacy going to be like, what is going to be in 10, 20 years from now, because this whole like right now shit is so fleeting.
Yeah.
So I don't want to make any drastic changes to my body that I can't alter.
What did you want to get done?
That would be part of my movie.
I know. Yo, man, I mean, I'm proud of my boobs.
What would you get done, bro?
I want to take this down a little bit because it's hurting my back.
It's called exercise.
You said, I was going to say, it's called push-ups,
You know,
nigga.
and you know the thing about my body is like, I know how to gain, like if I was like sitting my ass still and actually working out,
Sedentary.
my body would be like exactly where I want it to be. Like I love my body. I love my shape of my body, my form of my body.
I love my body.
Yeah, so like the thought of like altering it is crazy. And I have like a peer who I've seen, like she got work done and I'm like, bitch, what the fuck?
Oh no, we all seen that.
And I'm like, when I see stuff like that, I'm like, nah, I'm
so
good.
I was gonna ask you this too, because exercise really does a lot to really change your body in the best ways. Because I feel like if you have a certain body type and you really work out and you really attack it, yo, son, your transformation is gonna be amazing.
Amazing.
You know, it's like what better fit than that?
Yeah, when I was dancing, my body was like cow. So I have really good luck. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yes, bitch. Yes.
Yo, Shelly, will you get your body done?
I have thought about it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I want to for the same reason.
Gotcha. What if I pay for it? Will you do it?
She's like, I can buy some cryptocurrency with that.
You know what? Everyone that
So
I've
let's take
seen,
it back.
Bitcoin.
She went Curacao. That's this month. I'm out.
right? Exactly. People who get their bodies done, because I'm like fascinated by it. I've watched interviews sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like one of those like weird things that you want. They're always like, if you're gonna get your body done, make sure you have the money to take it out. Like.
See, I didn't. All I thought was maintenance afterwards. I didn't even think about.
Yeah, you want to make sure you have like the money to cover maintenance, and if you need to, God forbid, take it out. Take it out.
Yeah, like if there's like a leakage or something like that.
True.
I watched Black Ink. Young Bae on that show had leakage in the chesticles.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And she had to take it out.
She had to take it out for. Yo, who else had to?
K. Michelle.
K. Michelle, her ass.
Toxic thing.
Yeah.
Oh, who else? Derek Gates' wife.
What's
her name? She's so beautiful too.
Whose wife?
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not even talk about the women who like passed away because they were just like
Donda.
So
love that.
I want to ask, so old album, new album. Which one is it?
I love that whole album. I love that whole album. I'm sorry.
I love the whole album.
I love the whole album. There's some things on there I'm not gonna front. Not like I could maybe do without, but that's what I like about the album, the fact that it has something for everyone.
It does.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think it's good. I think it was alright. You know, it was a good listen. I did like a really basic skim because COB dropped.
I haven't even. I heard.
He's listening to Drake. He's listening to Drake. You know, light skinned niggas stick
got the
together.
look too. So
Yeah, did I say this? Look. We gotta stick together, man.
Yeah, word.
Shout out Drizzy, baby. You already know, baby. We here. That's 7 a.m. That's 7 a.m. on a brittle path.
Oh, God.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Tessa, would you pay for a man to get would you simp on some penis
Get the fuck out of here.
elongation?
No.
Penis elongation surgery?
Have you ever heard about that process? Like you basically put a pump in there and you gotta kind of like
up. No, thank you.
You gotta like pump your
No,
joint.
thank you.
Yeah, it's not even like a command. Like you can't even like control it. That's from. I have a nurse friend that I try to like explain.
A nurse friend, sure.
Because I don't have nurse friends because we're not West Indian.
Right.
We're a lot of people in healthcare.
That's racist.
See these first generation motherfuckers, man. It's not racist. It's not racist.
This is actual facts. We just had a whole conversation about
Do you speak to your family at all?
Yeah, you know what I think is simping sometimes? Like, taking care of somebody when they're sick? Like, I'm not.
Oh, wait, whoa. Okay.
You crossed the
Okay,
line
all
with
right,
that one.
hold on.
I think that if you don't take care of somebody when they're sick, then you're just an asshole.
Hold on. No.
Then,
No,
you know, that's when I break up with people, actually. Like, if you don't take care of me when you're sick, when I'm sick,
Yo, it's charity, baby.
yeah, for real.
No. But
you get the best sex when you.
my point is though, like, but,
Thank you.
Yeah, make me sweat. Come on, let's break this fever. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that. What am I doing with
you
you?
know what? Okay,
Bring me some soup and
all jokes aside.
hey, give me some fucking dick.
All right. All jokes aside. I feel like men don't take care of women when they're sick. I think Patrice O'Neal made this joke too.
Yeah.
He said they don't.
Not
Yeah.
all of them.
Meanwhile, when we're sick, they're rubbing our feet.
Okay.
They're like,
All right.
Oh, you haven't had
Listen.
that yet?
Listen.
Aw.
Listen.
oh,
Sorry.
There's two totally different types of sick. Because us, we're just big babies.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Women know how
Yeah.
to deal with big babies.
yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
oh my, you ever seen like the 1920s operator?
Yeah, where-
It's just way too
They
much.
could have labor while rushing to their job and just be like, this, in the elevator like this, and just be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's
That's the problem.
It's complicated.
That's
It's
the fucking problem.
Like chicken soup is just not enough because it's not her name brand chicken soup that she likes. It's not the same
Yeah.
saltine cookies from aisle 3 at Key
What do you,
Food.
Well, if you're paying attention,
How
then
you
you
feel
should
about that, Tessa? How
know.
you feel about that?
Have you ever gotten taken care of when you were sick?
Yes,
Ooh, how well?
very well.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Oh my.
That's my said it all. I was like, really?
Yeah.
What's his number?
Yes, child.
Yo, sick sex is actually good. Like I've had
love sick
I've been
sex.
crazy congested, and I just have some sex, and all of a sudden my passage just be
Like,
open. Like I just be like,
wow, yes.
I'm good.
It's the excuse for them to be on top. It's just like, oh yeah.
But yeah, do you feel like men reciprocate when you guys are ill? How do you feel about that whole dynamic?
I think that it was like a unicorn moment.
Like, ooh.
And but I think that in the nature of men and women,
Yeah.
men should and probably did at one point take care of women when they were sick. It's
Yeah,
part
yeah.
of your duties when you're in a relationship, and it doesn't have to be like a couple thing, but if you have a friend that's a woman and you know she's not well, you should take care of her. Now, if you guys have benefits and you could make her sweat,
Oh yeah.
then that's a great thing. But I think that initially, we as a community, we should be taking care of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, we should definitely. I mean, there's also a period where you're pregnant, so you're not sick, but you're going through a very
Yeah.
crazy time, and a lot of men step up and really do make sure that you good. The feet are rubbed, the bath is on, the
Exactly.
craving foods is right in the fridge. You don't have to go
Exactly.
for
Right.
like
It's
yeah.
very
It should be
important.
more
Talk
of
that
a-
hospitality shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I got a kid. You know what I mean?
That's
I
right.
was out here. I was like, what? You want the cheddar bacon with what? Got it. Second door in the fridge. What? You want the gummy bears? Yo,
had it all set
top
up?
of the fridge. I got you.
Ooh.
Yo, that bath is running. Got lavender in
When are you
it.
gonna have another one then?
I'm single, so I don't know.
Ooh, but he's available
Yo,
and
chill,
he
Tess. We're not doing that.
is
Chill,
like
chill.
a great father.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, we're not gonna pitch Rue on the job. You know?
Okay, sorry. sorry.
I'm not gonna advertise myself on here.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's one of those things that I agree
Yeah, I
with
mean,
you.
I've been
wholeheartedly.
I've talked to men. It's actually one of my deal breakers. Like, God forbid, knock on wood, I feel ill and
Yeah.
I'm talking to a man. If he doesn't offer to come over and bring me something
Yeah.
to help me while I'm ill,
Yeah.
then I don't want to deal with you anymore. Because when you're sick, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go do what I normally do, which is
Exactly.
nurture you.
Yeah, you're
If
gonna do Reiki, all that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do everything. I have a
Definitely.
medicine cabinet,
Definitely, yeah.
So
I agree.
I'm that's that.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Because you know the different type of men in this world.
Yeah, listen, so you know how
Yeah.
to come to me correct because I
Facts.
know who I am and how I nurture, and I don't need much because I could do it by myself, but a woman needs a man to step up. And I think that it's not horrible for a man to be in touch with their nurturing side. I think it's important.
I mean, you need it, right? You both. It's a balancing act.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sometimes you may not have the best day, so I'll have the best day for us. You know,
Yeah.
and vice versa. we both need each other. It's about creating the balance in a relationship. So, you know, that one-sidedness that we get fed, because we get a lot of mixed messages through our media. You know, especially if how you consume your media. So if you're not on the due diligence side, where you're actually trying to look at the other side and see how things go, you won't build that emotional maturity. You know, that you need to really like say it's okay. Because a lot of things we take for simping, right? It's really just care. So let's say I'm hanging out with the homies. I'm hanging out with the homies, and Shorty hit me up. You hit me up, yo. Oh, I'm sick. I don't feel good. Yo, I'm out. I'm gonna go take care of my girl. Other men who aren't mature.
One more drink, just one more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm saying if you need to have like that one more little cocktail, because you're gonna be taking care of me, then go ahead and do that. But make sure you come.
But you're gonna go do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
Other people will call
and then
that
you might want to grab a bite to eat, so you gotta stop and you gotta feed yourself.
You're doing too much.
No, you better be grabbing me some motherfucking food at the same time.
Exactly, I was gonna say.
Because if you come over empty-handed with nothing.
Yo,
get the
Tess,
fuck
can I
out
talk
of
to you
here?
real quick? Because he wouldn't understand. Because we're parents.
Yeah, we
right?
understand.
Oh, wow.
Yo, my mom told me one of the
I've had many kids. They're all in napkins.
They're in that black shirt that you never wear.
That's their foster home.
My mom gave me, like, when my baby mom was pregnant, she gave me the best advice, because she said that when my father was pregnant, when she was pregnant, my father would come home and he would never bring her anything. And it would shatter her day. Like, she would feel devastated. She just wanted him to think of her.
Right, exactly.
And one like little
I think
simple
that little bit,
things.
because I'm always trying to like bring something. If you're like going somewhere and you're going to meet your girl or something, she's at home, you'd be like, hey, you want me to grab you a bag of your favorite chips or something?
Sometimes it's not even about saying it. Especially like imagine when a woman's pregnant or a woman's sick, somebody's vulnerable. It's just that, yo, look, I took time for my day to think of you.
You know what I mean?
Right. And then sometimes it's like, I've had people come over and just bring me flowers, and that just changes my entire mood. Now I have the energy to do something, or you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's just the little things that count. I think people we forget about it because we're in this digital sphere.
This digital sphere is annoying.
Disgusting.
It's annoying.
It's I mean, I'm a slave to it because of,
all of us are.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, but it's just like
you do like that the death scroll in the morning, like you just as soon as you roll over, like you check an email real quick and then you go straight to Facebook or Instagram. Sometimes you don't even do the email.
Yeah, I try to do my text messages, email, and then wait a little bit to go to the death scroll. Or maybe I'll do the DMs and see if I want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
So one thing, my boy Henry, right? Yo, shout out Henry, bro. Love you, my brother. One thing that he's been doing every morning, he's been leaving prayers and positive message for the group. So he does this with his friends and his family. So when I wake up in the morning, most mornings, I hear a message from him. And it's like my homeboy sending me great vibes and praying for me.
Yeah,
you know
what I'm saying? What, man? Listen, we building a tribe, Tessa. We building a tribe. We building a tribe, and he does this, yo, without fail. And the first thing he says, yo, good. He says in Spanish, muy buenos días, salud y vida. Yo, good morning, health and life. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Once he's up, I'm like, yo, I gotta get productive, man. My man Henry out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've been trying to do that personally with some of my friends, like just and them be like, hey man, I love you. Hope the day gives you everything that you need, and you know, boom, we got this. Like, you know, just do something positive and letting somebody know that they're loved and they're being thought about, and somebody's trying to send them some good energy.
Being that we're in the digital age, do you think that's like overrated? Because I feel like a lot of people don't really express themselves with each other because we're always in, let's say, a very kind of non-visceral contact, because we have like a million friends.
Yeah.
But how many do we really speak to on a day-to-day? How many are we
really your friends?
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But even the ones that we have, we're not really. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's important.
I think it also depends on your mental health too, because I was just recently like really grappling with the fact that I decided I was suffering for many years from disassociation. Yeah. Which involves you not being attached to certain experiences that you're going through. Like, you know, like even now, like I could probably forget about this, or like even not feeling pain to a certain point. And being disassociated where you don't really show your love and appreciation to family members, loved ones, friends, even acquaintances if they're low on the rung, because your mental health isn't right, and you can't pour from an empty cup.
No,
So,
you can't.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's an interesting segue because, we talked about Simpin in all of its glory and infamy. So things like how we've been speaking about, like I have my boy praying for me, how we talk about our mental health, we check in on each other. It comes to figure out to speak about what's the traditional man versus the modern man, and I really want to hear your point on this because I've been hearing this being thrown a lot. What a traditional man would do, as opposed to what they feel a modern man now is doing or not doing. How do you feel about that? Just that being in principle.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a good
Tessa, take it away. Ooh.
Ooh, I think we are in the day and age of the death of the traditional man.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's,
Is that a good or bad thing?
I
for
think
you?
it's a horrible thing.
Okay.
I think that the male family unit is starting to die down, and a lot of the traditional things that men were taught are not being passed down.
Yeah.
And they're not, so because it's not being passed down, people don't know, so they have this modern way of being, right?
Yeah.
Where they pick and choose little things that works for them from different cultures and that type of stuff, and they assimilate to whatever the message is that the masses are telling them, and it's cute, but I feel as if it's not for the long haul, where the traditional man is family, and at the end of the day we all came from a family, and the idea is to create a family, whether it's a woman's birthing a child or whatever that family unit looks like. We're here for family reasons. Traditionally it's a man, woman, child, right? But that idea, I feel, is it's slowly dying.
I like that you said family first because a lot of these discussions between traditional and modern man always fall upon finances.
Yeah,
That's the first thing, and that's the agenda. Always get put. He gotta take care of everything.
The ability to provide and
Yeah.
protect. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The 2 P's: provide,
Provide,
protect,
protect.
and also the 3rd P: penetrate.
right. This is very true.
I'm sorry.
Piggity PPP.
That's the PPP loan.
That's the PPP. Exactly. And it's
real
just the loan,
PPP.
folks. It's just the loan.
I'll protect you. I'll provide for you. I'm gonna penetrate you.
But yeah, I mean, well, can that also be? Can that also coincide with the fact that women are now getting more agency in terms of what they're able to do, and the kind of what they're able and allowed to do, because that's how you would almost see it, like, because you would think that there are basic rights, but the way people go about it, they try to act like we're allowing them to do this, and it's like, no, we're not. I'll take the rest of that, actually. Yeah. But yeah, so
Sip on something too.
so yeah, so like that kind of interaction.
I'm at the red cup.
But you think that might be that interaction there where not to be cliche, but women are becoming more independent and self-sufficient, where the dynamic of genders change now. Now we both come to the table with 50% of
that's
whatever.
great. Let's make a family.
It's not like,
but
it's
I
not
think
like how
that
Eddie Murphy said, like, now we got $170. Like, no, she comes with her own
I think that's great. A great idea. But
She
a lot
comes
of
with her
women,
whole 100.
yeah, she could come with her own 100. But there's like how many
My woman has always made
women
more
do
than me.
they want? How many women actually want to establish a family unit? If you think about people like society right now, most of the society doesn't talk about man, woman, child, right?
That's true.
So if what people are seeing is the opposite, then who are they using as role models? You
Yeah.
know, it's like this ideology, like I'm independent, I could do it by myself. I don't need nobody for nothing. That's great, but I want somebody to open up my door for me. You know what I'm saying? I want
Word.
Yeah. What do you
You know?
feel? What do you
Chivalry
feel?
isn't dead.
Yeah,
Chivalry
chivalry isn't dead. I will
It really
stand in front of
isn't.
the door and wait for you to open up the door for me. Like, listen, we could
Sometimes women might find chivalry condescending.
Yeah, this is true, but sometimes women have we've been through so
think
much
that-
pain and
yeah.
suffering that we don't know when someone is actually genuine, and then there are men who take advantage of that.
That
Yeah,
part,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
especially if you don't have a male figure in your life.
Yeah,
You know,
don't know
and
what that looks like.
someone comes and gives you something that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
But it's
Or
a
maybe
big,
the male figures in your life has been showing you that men are just shit.
Right,
You just get
exactly.
that trend.
Yeah.
Have you been hurt by a man, like the formula of what you've seen growing up doesn't show you any of that, then yeah, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna do this by myself.
How much is it? Do you think is by design? Because
I
there's
think a lot of it is by design.
right. There's a lot there's
Let's get into that.
Yeah, because
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a lot of like, you know, especially in our colored community, you know, there's mass incarceration. There's a lot of shit that removes
Oh,
the
yeah.
male, especially in the judicial
Shout
system.
out to that crime bill, 1990. Thank you, Biden.
You bitch ass nigga. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, there's a lot of instances in where, especially in our communities, where the man is forcibly taken away,
Yeah.
and having the women to deal, and then that becomes a traumatic cycle for the kids and the future generations of thinking that certain things of self-sufficiency is like warranted through the fire.
Yeah,
You know,
like you need
and-
to
and-
suffer in order to be happy.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like, you know,
yes,
or
yes,
you,
I've heard that before.
yeah, or you
Yeah.
being without a man is a badge of honor, as opposed to like, no, it's just something that happened out of circumstance before.
Well,
and
they,
it
I
was
mean,
a
they,
survival
they
thing.
systematically placed it even in the welfare system.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
needed to,
Yeah.
you know, they wanted you to be a single black woman raising your kids, no man around. Like, it's very much systematically placed
Yeah.
in America's society. Like, being West Indian, when I go back home to the Caribbean, family first.
Always.
Yeah, always.
know?
Yeah, that's all day. Yeah.
Always.
It's like mandatory. Like, you don't think anything of it, you know?
That's where the identity is kind of different, where we spoke about this in a previous episode, where black isn't a monolith, because we are talking about the black condition right now.
Yeah.
And even the black condition isn't a monolith. So, you know, as you so very candidly brought up and like spot on, yeah, it's not,
Yeah.
we're not like, oh my father,
Yeah.
even though our fathers can be Rolling Stones, they fresh.
Well, you know,
Yeah, right.
our West Indian, like,
Yeah.
you know, trife is very much of, you know, infidelity and
Yeah.
kids that you don't know and sisters and
But they
brothers.
gonna
all
show up
over.
and be around. But they
But they
know,
do be,
they be around.
Hey, they pull that. They
But
pull
yeah,
that
they
But
be
out.
around.
that's the,
Yeah,
that, but
that's
that's the system that was created down there. We are
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate. We're in the States where it's not that, and so now we're in this new generation where, you know, things are still happening, and we're it's not. I don't know if it's happening more or we're seeing more of it because there's social media. You know.
Yeah. Do you think that a natural hybrid for the man was inevitable? Because
Oh, for sure.
the elevation of women is you just can't stop that. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
course,
You know,
for
especially
sure.
especially we
Socio-politically.
especially we
Yeah.
want it to be that way. Like we want to
Yeah.
see our sisters you know, in the same sharing the same pedestal as us. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of
Like,
go back to that pagan life.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
where you're worshiping a pregnant woman, where you're like,
Yeah, taking care of the
fecking,
feminine
who's
denial.
fecking.
I mean, you should.
Yeah.
That's
It's natural.
That's both of y'all's in there.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
I was
what
just
I'm saying?
talking. I was just
Yes,
talking
see.
earlier today about getting in touch with my divine feminine and my divine masculine. Like, you know,
You should do some Kundalini yoga.
Ooh.
Explain what that is, please.
So Kundalini yoga
Educate our audience.
is
Please,
like
educate
it's
us.
where you do yoga that helps you raise your chakras, like you basically raising your energy.
Mm-hmm.
And the Kundalini is where your root chakra is, which is where your privates are.
You're growing,
Oh,
yeah.
so
You're
isn't that the red chakra? Red.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Your root chakra is your red chakra. So there's certain practices that designate for different chakras, help you cleanse and clear. And then in the practice of breath, you can raise your vibrations, you know?
Breath work is
Breath
the
is-
utmost important.
Listen, it will be working.
Right?
Whenever I have sex, I breathe like I'm in a Lamaze class. Like,
You should, you know, I'm gonna give you guys a little tip. You should do,
In through your nose, out of your mouth.
you should
that's
do
how, yeah.
no,
that's how it is.
just breathe through
Yeah.
your nose.
Breath.
It's called the breath of fire.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I'm gonna sound like
I
a
feel my
creep.
tantric. I feel my tantric level raising.
No, I
But you-
already know
you
my
could
level of
do it-
activity.
you
I'm
could
gonna
do-
sound crazy.
Like
Where are we
remember Hey Arnold? Remember Hey Arnold?
What the fuck are you doing?
Remember Hey Arnold? Whenever Helga would like have the dude in back of you, be like,
Yeah. Boom.
That's you.
But yeah, Kundalini yoga.
Kundalini yoga. That's interesting.
yoga.
Yo, breathe out your nose, fellas.
Yeah,
It
word.
works.
And then after that, try
Nose.
some cunnilingus. Slowly.
That's right.
Kundalini saves the world.
Takes a licking and keep on ticking.
Hey.
But I'm bump.
So would it be a reflection to say while the traditional man and there's also a shift with the traditional woman also? Because I think we
Yeah.
were kind of touching on that.
Yeah, that's what
For
I said. Like,
sure.
it was going to be a natural hybrid, so it can't
For
always
both.
all be traditional. Can't always all be modern.
Yeah.
You
Right.
gotta have a nice marriage of the two.
A
for
fusion.
both.
Yeah.
And eventually, with enough time, this will become anything can become tradition.
Well, that's the problem.
Very
Like
true.
that's the
Very
problem
true.
that I'm seeing right
New-
now is
new
that
tradition.
there are new traditions that are coming out, and though I'm all for everybody being themselves and expressing themselves, I feel like it's hurting tradition. Like the basis of where all these traditions stem from
Yeah.
is now starting to get erased.
So, do you believe that some gender roles are for what they are?
Yes, I do. And I stand behind it. There's certain things that women are that should do and men should do.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
way
yeah.
our bodies are physically built alone is just proven
What do
facts.
you, let's just,
Like,
if
here's
you
a
could
simple
give us-
one.
If you could give us some.
like,
She gives birth.
like right. No, here's a simple one. Like, women should not be like lifting heavy boxes. If you are in a
for lack
childbearing,
of extra body, upper body
no,
strength.
if you're in childbearing age,
Oh, yeah, okay.
like
Okay.
it's to protect your womb. You know, so regardless if you want to be a man or whatever, if you have a womb,
Yeah.
there's certain things that you shouldn't do just to protect it. You understand? So like,
That's the first time I heard
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and it makes sense.
yeah,
That's the
like
thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
because men usually like we're all taught bend your knees when you lift, but
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
certain things that you can like pick something up and then strain your womb, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you're fucked. You're in pain, and then you have your menses, and then you're in more pain. Like, what's the point? You're not supposed to be hauling heavy stuff. Like I saw, I think it was like a moving company, and it was two women. I was like, God bless them. You cannot get like,
Yeah.
I'll help you move a couple of boxes, but
Wouldn't-
other than that, I'm like, yo, can you help me get this
Isn't
stuff?
that a slippery slope with it? Because somebody could easily flip that and be like, that shows it's like, oh, so they could be like, oh, we shouldn't lift heavy things because we have pussies. Like,
I think you should take care of your body. And I think
That's a
that
good
there's
idea.
there's sometimes as women, because we've lacked the ability to be free and express ourselves, we want to
Yeah.
go above and beyond and show that we're capable of doing everything, which is great. More
okay.
power to
Yeah,
all of
exactly.
us.
That's-
Do
yeah,
all of that
yeah.
stuff. Round of applause to you.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
But
word.
there's certain things that you should chill out and not do, because that's not what you're supposed to be doing.
I mean, that makes
Exactly.
sense, because if we're both sleeping in bed at 3 a.m. and someone breaks in, I'm not going to be like, yo, babe, go handle that.
yeah, right.
Nowhere in the world.
Right, exactly.
Nowhere in the
Nowhere.
world. Nowhere in
So
the
why are
world.
we pushing like what you should be doing? Like, and at the end of the day, it's really about the chemicals that are going on in your brain. Like, a lot of time, these gender roles or the switch of gender roles is because of a chemical imbalance. So more estrogen, more testosterone in
Yeah.
your body doesn't mean that you should be doing the things that your
Mm.
body's makeup tells you.
Yeah.
to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, just like I shouldn't be trying to find things because it hurts my male brain.
Nah, I think that's just called laziness. So let's just get that straight. I think men need to
Actually where it
practice.
is.
I think men need to practice on like puzzles and stuff.
What is up with men not being able to find stuff around the house? Do you
I
think
don't
that that's a gender
know.
thing? You think
Maybe
we just-
so, because with my
women
boys,
hide
I'm
it.
like, oh my gosh, it's right there in front of you. It's right there. I don't see it. Like, it's
Yeah.
right there.
But see,
Yeah.
Right
you know
there.
that because you saw him put it at the table and you put it where it's supposed to
Nah,
go.
nah.
Oh,
And
so
he
you're
goes
trying to say
back
that
to
women are
Everything
nosy.
has a home, and you're supposed to put things back in their home. And I will show you where that home is gladly, maybe 2-3 times. But after the third time, you better know where the fucking home is. All right?
Start giving men treats. Like, yo, you found the wrench. Here
Yeah,
you go.
there you go. This is your
No.
tool section.
I'm not gonna front, and this is me giving away a big cheat code here. You know how sometimes women play stupid just to like appease men's ego? Like, sometimes I just play stupid so I don't have to do shit sometimes. I'm like, what? What's
think
the
women know
medicine
that.
cabinet? Like,
I think women know
Aspirin.
that. I think we are up on that.
yeah.
you're up on
Women,
that?
yeah, women are already up on that. Like,
Yeah,
they're
like-
like
What,
outta
here.
what else are you up on that we should stop doing?
I don't know. You would have to tell me some stupid shit, and I'll tell you if you should stop doing it or not.
I really am out with my boys.
Men, like we do stupid shit. Like whenever you just ask us a straightforward question, and we go, "Huh?" Trying to buy time.
Yeah,
like,
you guys
nigga,
should
you
stop
heard what the
doing
fuck I
that.
said. But all right, so we're hitting about 10 minus 10 minutes until the episode is
Oh
ending.
no, it's so sad.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
I mean, we had a lovely conversation with you.
Yeah.
I love your perspective on things. You know, this traditional versus modern man thing is really cool because I feel like we're all discovering this new hybrid of what we're gonna do. I feel like a lot of people just don't believe in partnership anymore.
They don't, and it's the saddest thing.
I watched my parents like literally form a plan to survive in this country, you know, and it worked until it didn't because you know everybody goes out to their own thing. But they were together, man. Like my father was out working, and even when my mom was at home, she was still working.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she was always hustling. She'd take care of kids. She's always going to do something to do her part, you know, until she actually went back to school, got into the workforce, and started doing her thing. And they were able to accomplish a lot together, you know? So it's kind of sad that they're not together, you know, really like a unit anymore, but that's my influence is, you know, you guys help each other.
Yeah.
Because my father sacrificed for my mom sacrificed for my dad, you know, and it was a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah,
like,
people don't know how to go in for the long haul. It's like, oh, I'm uncomfortable, so let me stop, and then I'm gonna keep it moving.
right? How easy this is to walk away. Right?
Yeah,
it's
the easiest
too
thing.
easy.
I may
this.
walk away, but it's only because I need a moment to like breathe and recuperate.
Yeah.
Not to like be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, but
I've had
to
those
me,
moments.
that's taking a
setting
step out.
boundaries. Setting boundaries can be a double-edged sword sometimes.
Ooh, boundaries. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like in terms of
it comes off very, for someone who doesn't understand what you're trying to do, it comes off very dismissive and rude.
yes.
But it's like, look, if you
It's
want me
not.
to be functioning at my best for you, this is what I need.
Yeah.
You know, and
But then also boundaries could also be a double-edged sword in terms of how it affects you, because you could think that you're doing something healthy when maybe sometimes setting certain boundaries can actually stunt your growth. Would you guys?
I would agree. Thank you for that perspective, because that's a very. I remember when I was wanting to set healthy boundaries in my life, I was told I was being selfish and I was being wrong.
Oh my God, I've heard that.
And I'm
I've
like,
heard
how
that.
am I being selfish? I'm like, yes, I'm being selfish.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't mind. At this point, I don't care because I need to.
you know what?
That's
And-
when they
and it's-
weaponize that word.
I mean,
that's when you weaponize the word selfish
Yeah.
in order to.
That's called gaslighting.
It is.
I was just about to say that.
You know
It
what I'm saying?
is.
It's like
It's its
I
own
wanna-
brand, right?
Yeah,
is.
dude. Like I want to do something for me that's gonna make me better because don't you want me at my best? You
Exactly.
deserve me at my best.
Like we
Right.
said, can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
to call me
Very
selfish,
true.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like
It's very
that's
true.
that's when people are trying to play that's psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Because that's when you call somebody a manipulator,
Yeah.
Right.
and when they're actually manipulating
Because at the end of the day,
by
you're
calling-
gonna get you're gonna get me, but I'm gonna be 1,000 times better because I put boundaries
I
down.
feel like that's like that comes from a place of insecurity.
It does.
You know, when you don't
Yeah.
understand that your partner wants to do something to better themselves, you immediately attach that to I'm not good enough. So then you want to like really come
Yeah.
overbearing and control the situation.
Yeah.
And it becomes like when you like a relationship should always be like sand. So if you grip it too hard, it just peers right out of the sides of your fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if you hold it nice and loose, it's always going to stay put.
It's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
word.
It's
I
like,
mean-
where's the trust?
Exactly.
Where's the
Ooh,
trust?
exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bars today,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Hashtag bars.
Bars.
Bars of the week. Bars of the week.
Damn, son.
But I
What
like
did
the
you
idea of
find
this
out?
like modern and traditional. I think that our generation, especially because we have two cultures, we actively have two cultures that we live in. Like
yeah.
we have the opportunity to show people what that looks like. You know,
If they're
Yeah.
open.
because
a lot of people aren't open.
I don't care if you're open or not.
You
I'm
know?
gonna continue to do me. You're gonna
Oh, well,
look.
that's
You're
a
gonna
fact.
continue
That's
to
a
look
fact.
from the side. You're gonna look. And I'm gonna show you, and you're gonna be inspired.
Yes,
like
that's right.
regardless, you know, subconsciously, I'm
Yeah.
gonna plant those seeds.
The two have to marry at a point where it's beneficial for both. You know, because you know, some traditional
Beneficial boundaries.
Beneficial
boundaries.
Mutually beneficial boundaries.
Yes.
healthy.
Healthy.
Yeah, so you
Healthy.
learn
So it's like the new
not to
tradition.
how to encroach upon my space and respect the person that you love,
Mm-hmm.
and you're also able to see an example of a healthy boundary being set.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Some
I know.
people
I
don't
know
know.
some people. I feel like some people. This is future mom coming out.
Okay, future mom.
Future mom is coming out. I just want to say, someone might be like, "Oh, well, she believes in traditions. What about all the traditions that were like horrible for the woman?" I'm talking about the positive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Traditions.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, I just want to clarify that because I know some people. You know,
Exactly.
people like to dissect what you say.
Exactly, yeah.
Like I'm all for the healthy, happy family units. The
Yeah,
healthy,
exactly.
happy male
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
roles. Healthy, happy female roles.
Talking about
Exactly.
that, right? And the
Yeah,
time,
because they sounded like you sounded cis-normative when you
Yeah.
said, yeah.
But also-
I know you don't mean that.
yeah, she
Yeah,
doesn't
I
mean
don't-
that.
yeah.
Exactly.
But also
Yeah.
talking about the family unit, we're at a point now where blended families
Yeah.
are at like, you know, it's such a normal thing. To be
Exactly,
from a
they're in
blended
commercials.
Yeah.
family. Exactly.
I saw like a black dad and a white dad with a kid, and it was like a fucking, I don't know,
Yeah.
a 9X commercial.
But see, that goes
I'm
with-
showing my age. 9X doesn't exist anymore. 1985 over here.
Like we were talking
Go
about
ahead.
That
Xenos
goes,
earlier.
that goes to like my next point because like, you know, when you're a parent and you're dating, people assume that you just want a step parent, and it's like, first off, I don't want you nowhere near my
Oh,
child.
there
Yeah.
goes some simping. That's some simping sometimes.
That's some
Somebody-
simping. Someone
Yeah.
trying to, oh, let me be there for. Nah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy him a PS5.
Nah,
Sometimes-
you good. You can give me the
sometimes, you know,
PS5.
yeah. They got
Nah.
some women, they just fucking with a nigga because he'll buy their son a PS5.
Yeah.
And then you got some
That is
dudes.
true.
But it's
I
like, you
guess
You
know-
got some
so.
dudes who like corner a woman into being a stepmom and be like, they just fucking with you because you
Yeah.
can
You got
babysit
good-
their kid.
yeah.
And that is
You
so-
get mommy,
yeah.
mommy, baby, daddy qualities.
Bro, that's so unhealthy.
It
That's so
is.
unhealthy.
Yeah.
When you're a parent, I'll speak from my experience. Like, my son has only met one person that was with for like 5.5 years.
That's beautiful.
So that's different. But ever since that relationship ended, my son would never meet anybody because I'm responsible about that. I care about him. You
Yeah.
know, and you can't just let anyone into that.
You really
You
can't.
know what I mean?
It's the worst
And like,
thing
you know, most
possible.
parents
Like,
aren't
it
really
can go bad or it could be really
exactly.
good.
We're not trying to push kids on people.
Yeah.
That's just not what the fuck it is.
It's
you know,
true.
It's quite the opposite.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know?
need you to be my. I don't. You're not replacing my
Yeah,
son's,
look,
my
yeah.
kid's
Look,
parent, father.
yeah,
like,
Look, last time I checked,
Right.
I send checks to that house. So it's
Hello.
like I don't know why you gotta think you were anywhere
yeah.
near.
And I'm not. I wouldn't make good stepdad. Depending on how old your kid is, I wouldn't make good stepdad material because then when I drink up all the Pedialyte the next day, you know. And believe me, I'm
Fruit
going
snacks.
after that string cheese, my nigga.
Fruit
It's
snacks
over.
is done. Fruit
Yeah.
snacks is done. You might wear the nigga
Yeah.
t-shirt.
Yes.
If y'all the same size, you wearing the t-shirt and the shorts.
All right, guys. So, let's say what is now we're getting to the moral of the story, guys. Where you know we
yeah.
like to wrap up at the end because we want people to come away with
They're
something
behind
good.
us saying they have like the guy with the meme saying "wrap it up."
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
right
exactly.
now.
Wrap it up, B.
Wrap it up,
Wrap
P.
it up.
What is
hurry
the
up,
moral
get
of the
this-
story?
What's the you're our first guest, Tessa. Thank you so much for coming through
Yo,
today.
Tessa. Yo, you
Yeah.
fucking real.
Yes.
So good, so dope. Yo, we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
But
appreciate
what's
you
the
guys
what's the moral for you today, Tessa? What's the moral of the story?
What's the moral of
Give
the
us the moral.
story?
You can tell our people out there.
All right, let me
our
get-
conversation for the day. No, take another sip.
Right, this is when you take the other sip. I'm over here like trying not to drink alcohol. Let me take a little sippy sip.
Nah, it's lit. It's lit.
We outside, y'all. We outside. What is the moral of the story?
Yeah, what did you take away from today's cacophony of laughs and
I think
conversation?
that this is I think this is great. I want to wish you guys many, many successful guests and endless conversations
Thank
that
you.
are
Thank you.
just like outside of your comfort zone, outside of everyone else's comfort zone,
Yeah.
things that like people don't want to talk about. I hope you guys talk about it here. It's a very safe space.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I'm glad you feel that way.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
glad you feel that
beautiful.
way. Definitely.
So the moral of the story is fuck the noise. Fuck the noise again. Think outside of your comfort zone. If your dreams don't scare you, then you're not thinking big enough.
Ooh.
Okay?
Talk
Yes.
to him.
Take some time to love yourself first and foremost, because I don't know if you've been on a plane. Some people haven't been on a plane. It's crazy to me. But if you haven't been on a plane, please get on a plane soon.
Please. Yes. Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
say when you get on the plane, you have to put on your oxygen mask first before putting on anyone else's oxygen mask. So please put on your oxygen mask.
Talk that
and
shit, girl.
breathe it in,
Yeah.
and then give to people.
Exactly.
Especially if you're creative, like in this digital social media. It's not about Insta fame. What is your fucking legacy?
Exactly.
Because
Don't be simping. Don't be simping. and
don't be
giving
simping on
away
your motherfucking
oxygen.
life. All right.
Don't be simping.
Don't be simping your life away.
Don't be simping. man.
Yeah,
Right.
for social media.
Right.
Like that
Right,
shit
right.
is not cute. It never was. It never will
Don't be
be.
simping, pimping.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
I want to thank Alex, man. I want to thank Preach. I want to thank Shelly for being
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Tessa, we definitely want to thank you for being here.
Yes, love.
You know what I mean?
I
I
should be
just
here
want-
for the 100th episode too.
Ah.
That's what
Speak that into
You
existence.
know what
It's
I'm
lit.
saying?
It's lit.
Say it.
To all our fans out there, man, we appreciate the love and support. We got a lot of love from our first episode dropping.
Oh wait, no, it's this.
And,
Sorry, I didn't mean to put up these. I'm not. I was trying to do a heart,
You throwing
and
up
then
gang
I
signs?
did this. Sorry, like
You got.
right.
She's from Brooklyn, man. You know, old habits die hard. But
Yeah.
to all our fans out there, this is the Cultural People Time podcast.
Yeah, you
My name
want
is
to
Moira.
sign off?
Yeah,
Sign off, baby.
Yeah, my name is Moira.
My name is Akeem. This
And
is CPT.
And now you know what time we on, baby.
Bow.
Whole lot of gang shit. Thank you.